Hey guys, welcome back to About the Build. Starting on the VL Commodore project now. This thing started its life this color, and then I painted it a grey color, and now I'm actually making it back to its original glory. So I painted it here in the garage. I have a bunch of footage of me sort of doing that, and I have some footage of what the car used to be. Here it is, guys, the VL Commodore. I've already pulled some of the front off it, like the lights out and stuff. There's no engine in it, as you can probably tell. Here it is here, the bay. I've welded up all the holes where all the intercooler pipes went, because this build is going to be a little bit different to most of the builds out there. The paint's not bad, like it's in pretty good condition, but it's been sitting outside for a long time. It's had a bit of bat feces on it, kill the paint there. This mold came off, exposing the original silver, which was under there. There's actually no rust around the front here, which is pretty good for a VL, that is. Interior is that Mahindra or Madeira red or whatever it's called. Got the boost gauges there. Oh yeah, 45 PSI gauge, because we were running it on 40 PSI before. Nice safe steering wheel. It's all red, got the grey carpet though, and the grey roof. But besides that, it's alright. It's not the straightest car in the world. If you have a look, it's a bit hard to see on camera, but there's like a dent here and all that. And this should be black around the windows and the doors. Makes them look a lot better. Anyway, so there's the VL.
I just started stripping the car apart, and then I also repaired any rust that I found. I only found a little bit of rust underneath the front guards. There was no rust in the back. That was already all done before I actually bought the car, so that's always a big bonus when you're buying a car. So when I repaired these rust holes, I had my TIG welder. I didn't have a MIG welder at the time, so it looks a bit brutal, but once I filled it all up and then sanded it all back, it looks pretty good. I'm happy with my body work, you'd call it, I guess. I'm not a panel beater, so whatever. I also stitch welded or seam welded the front half of the car, just to give it a bit more strength in there, because it used to flex on launch and it would crack in the dash, so this should hopefully help with that. I then proceeded to sand back and get to bare metal any parts that I was going to weld up, so I filled up all the holes in the engine bay. I then sanded down the car, kicked out the rear windscreen, which is always a bit daunting, but you just gotta kick that sucker out of there and it will come out. I then removed any panels that I didn't need on the car, so I could get it into primer.
There's the fuel cell. It's a size 10 shoe. It's actually quite large, I think. Can't remember how many litres, I'll have to measure it and work it out, but I'll be using that for now. So, look at all that space for activities.
And then primed the car, painted the black around the windows, and then I coloured the car and cleared the car. It's the factory colour, it's called Asteroid Silver, and then I used a 2-pack clear on top. Obviously wear the proper respirators and all that sort of stuff, but I think it came out pretty good for a garage job. It got a couple of runs just down below where the bars cover, so I'm not too concerned. But besides that, I'm happy with how it's come out.
The car's a factory turbo manual SL formula pack. It's actually pretty rare, so I've heard. It's not a Calais or anything like that, it's just an SL. But it had aircon, all the stuff, manual windows, which is sort of cool. Keep the weight of it down, I suppose. And LSD, it's just a VL turbo. So when I got it, it was pretty standard. I butchered it up a little bit, got it going pretty good. Ran 12-second passes down the quarter, made about 300 kilowatt through the manual. And then I built up a pretty big motor for it. Had that in it, was making nearly 800 horsepower at the tires. It ended up blowing up. So that's just what happens. It pumped all the oil up into the head and then started the bearings, exploded. So in saying that, the next build I will do will have like a 10-litre sump, all the oil stuff, so you shouldn't have that issue again, I'm hoping. So the best the car ran was a 11.3. It did 140 mile an hour though, so it trapped pretty high, and that was with a 2.4 60 footer. So if I could have got that down even to like a 1.8 or 1.6, would have smashed a low 10 pretty easy. But I just could not get it to go. It would either blow the tires off or it would just bog, turbo lag, all the stuff. And then by the time I actually got to sorting it, that's when it blew up. So anyway, that's this one. I'll see you on the next episode when we can actually do some more exciting stuff, because I'm really overpainting this car and putting it back together. It's just, I'm getting sick of it. So thanks for watching.